what I've realized is that God has been bringing me into a unified whole so that I can engage in a multidimensional way with him and therefore be restored to the origin of my design. And therefore, I'm engaging with the eternal now, where I was created and where I was formed within the heart of God. And I can engage within the perichoresis of Father, Son, and Spirit in pure essence of love and relationship there in the now, where there's no connection to memory of here or things here. I'm totally immersed in there. And so I've really been enjoying engaging that, experiencing that afresh. And it's not a cognitive experience. It's not an intellectual knowledge. It's a total infusion of love in an experience of dwelling there and living there and being in that eternal now place and discovering who I am. But God also wants to outwork who I am in this realm. So I'm also dwelling and abiding in the realm of perfection, in that realm of light, face to face and heart to heart with him. And that is sort of more of a governmental position where first love is not about works, but about me being who I am in relation to this realm. Whereas when I'm in the eternal now, I don't have a single even impression of this realm. It is pure essence of love in God. But when I'm in face to face and heart to heart, it's the place where Jesus said, I only do what I see the Father doing. It is Father revealing his heart. And that is still an expression of who I am. So first love, my origin, my authentic self, all those titles are outworked in a governmental way there. It is still absolutely relational, but it's still an expression of that relationship practically into this world. So establishing heaven on earth as I live. So his love in me, and this is where my spirit dwells in those realms, but my soul is relating to him within me. Where again, Jesus described his relationship with the Father. I am, where I am, you may be also. And he wasn't talking about a place, but he was talking about going us to be a place where God would dwell, so that where I am, you may be also. So you may be in this relationship of intimacy in this realm, because Jesus was describing the relationship he had with God outworked in him, through him. So there's a sense where there is the spirit and there's the soul, and they are totally connected and integrated, but they outwork for me in a slightly different way, in a different perspective. So I'm also finding first love within. Obviously, we have our first love gate. We have that intimacy within, which is the constant presence and pleasure of God within me. And I'm finding the joy of his pleasure of being with me every day, every second of every day, in all that I'm doing, everywhere I am aware of his presence and his pleasure and the joy of it. And I live outworking that joy. That is also first love. It's an internal being love, feeling love, knowing God's pleasure, knowing his presence, that I'm never separated from him. Wherever I am and whatever I'm doing, he's enjoying doing it with me. So there are all these things sort of come together, and I'm sort of finding the joy of that and the life of it, and really beginning to see my journey and how on the journey God has brought me to these different perspectives, but now I'm seeing them in a oneness rather than just as separate parts. I am who I am, and he is expressing himself in me, through me, and so that I'm discovering more and more what first love and restoring my true origin and identity really means. So it's wonderful. So that's where some of the things I've been musing over and engaging, and seeing that the things that I have engaged with in that realm and in the heavenly realm and within the eternal realm, and in me, inside me, are all in oneness and connected together, really. If you enjoy these videos, would you please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe? It really does help. Thank you very much.